Hi to everybody out there in Cyberland. My name is Jeff Commings. In May of 2010, I published my autobiography called Odd Man Out, True Stories of a Gay Black Swimmer. And because I self-published it, I've had to be very creative and inventive in ways to make more people aware of this book and bring its message out to a wider audience. And that's the purpose of this video here today. It's going to be the first of a planned 18 videos in which I'll give you the idea of types of stories that you'll find in this book. And with each video, I'm going to read you a passage from each chapter in the book. Some of these stories are going to be humorous. Some of them just might be a little bit very emotional for you. But I hope you'll see that it's a book for people from all walks, for people in all walks of life. Yes, it's a story about me, a gay man that tried to live his life openly in a sport and a society that didn't always make it easy to do so. But it's also a universal story about being true to yourself and opening your heart to others. So without further ado, let's get to today's reading. And because it's not very long, I'm going to read to you the prologue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big breath and go. Arms thrashing, legs kicking, eyes focused on the beam running the length of the ceiling. I couldn't believe it. I was in Sydney, Australia, swimming 50 meters of backstroke and feeling great. Almost 28 seconds after I started, I touched the wall and felt utter elation. I had dreamed of this moment for years. 10 seconds after climbing out of the pool, I was greeted by 4 male friends who gave me big hugs and congratulated me on a fine swim. One of them kissed me. My first reaction to the kiss was to dart my eyes around to see who had noticed the act of 2 men kissing on the lips. I waited to hear the quick inhalation of air someone would take in shock over seeing this man kiss another man. Maybe another would hold a cross to my forehead and pray for my soul. But people kept walking by. I was at the 2002 Gay Games, and it wasn't the first time my life as a gay man and a swimmer had come together, but it was the first time I'd been kissed by a man after a race. In the 10 years leading up to that day, I had hoped that such a scene could be possible, that it could be broadcast around the world as I or another openly gay man waved to his husband, who was crying tears of joy in the stands. To this day, there has been no elite swimmer who has publicly come out of the closet while actively competing as a member of a United States national team. There have been a few gay Olympians, but they kept their gay lives private until retirement. Whether they wanted it that way or not is not the point. It shouldn't be an option to stay in the closet for fear of reprimand. I wasn't a fully open gay man until I was 25. For about a quarter of my life, I had peeked out of the closet, only to force myself back in and lock the door. Many reasons kept me from talking about my sexuality to my close friends. I will tell of many of those circumstances in this book. One of the driving forces behind my decision to move forward with writing this book, after 3 years of hemming and hawing, was the fairly recent phenomenon of black men living on the down low, a term used to describe men who choose to live publicly as straight men while having relationships or numerous sexual encounters with men. I don't want any black man to consider this as an option. The black community unfairly categorizes gay culture as exclusively white and promotes the ideal of uber masculinity through hip hop and rap music. And many young black men believe what their musical idols tell them, especially when it comes to objectifying women and getting them pregnant before they've graduated from high school. Gangs are also popular through this line of communication. Finding gay role models in the black community is not easy, which could be a reason why so many men choose to live on the down low, marrying women while carrying on a double life. The pressures of conforming to community and family ideals run strong and deep in the black community, but the ideals aren't restricted to the straight men. As a gay black man, I can assure you that I treasure my heritage, my race, and my family more than anything in this world. I am proud to be black and gay at the same time. I hope there will come a time when the general African American community embraces its gay men and women as openly as they embrace the celebrities who condone cop killing, teenage pregnancy, gang life, and drug use. As many friends persuaded me to write this book, I thought of Greg Louganis, Billy Bean, Rudy Galindo. They had written books about being gay. The swimming world didn't need to have a celebrity come out in a tell-all book, but swimmers hiding in the closet need to know that they are not alone. I was also made aware of the rising popularity of being a black swimmer. Is it really popular to be a black swimmer? Yes, let's use Cullen Jones as one of the fastest swimmers in the world as an example. Ever since he made the national team in 2005, he's been touted as the next great hope for black swimmers. I feel his pain. The media attention given to him is not the same attention focused on Michael Phelps or Natalie Coughlin or Ryan Lochte. When the media talk to those three, it's all about swimming. When they talk to Cullen Jones, it's all about being black. I had the same experiences when I was an elite swimmer, and I hope you understand why I shake my head at the media when Cullen Jones steps up to the blocks. Like him, I never thought being a black swimmer was a big deal. Just like I hope that in the 21st century, a gay swimmer, or just a gay person, is not a big deal. I did not write this book alone. I consulted with many people who filled in some gaps in my memory. I bounced ideas off friends who were very encouraging without being pushy. And I had a wonderful soul holding my hand as I relived the painful memories. I don't expect closeted athletes to read this book and promptly stand up in the middle of the baseball field, football huddle, or swimming facility and shout, "I'm out and proud," while kissing their boyfriends or girlfriends. That's not realistic. I want to inspire courage in all of you, whether you are gay, straight, or questioning. To those who are gay or questioning, I hope you find the courage to be honest with yourself, then work towards being honest with those close to you. That it means, in no particular order, your family, your friends, your coaches, and your teammates. To those who are straight, I ask that you find the courage to accept and understand that the gay man or woman sharing a lane in the pool next to you, preparing to take the baton from you in a running race, or working in the cubicle next to you is just another human being who wants to live as proudly as you do. If I can inspire that in a small percentage of those who read this book, the 4 years spent reliving old memories and putting them on the page will have been worthwhile. So that's the prologue from my book, Odd Man Out, True Stories of a Gay Black Swimmer, and I hope that you will join me every week as I read passages from the next 17 chapters in my book. If you'd like to buy a copy now, you just go down to the description below and you'll find a link to buy a signed copy of the book. And it's only $15.95 through December 31st, 2010. So if you are looking at this video after that, then it'll be $20, but still a great deal. So thank you for allowing me to share my book with you. And if you'd like to comment on this video or anything you've read in the book, if you've already read it, I appreciate that, and you can comment below, and I'll be happy to, if I feel the need, to share it with you. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.